don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's the Panthers punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Davis. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now what can Elway do here in overtime? And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 57's the mark.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
On 3rd down, Elway. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Here we go.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
From midfield, Elway. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few 1st downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored. That's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Again, it's Davis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Come on, let's go!
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Throwing now, Elway on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. On second down, Davis. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Davis. 172 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they